Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be tackling a question. Did Watto know that Anakin Skywalker was force sensitive when he was a little boy enslaved in that junk shop on Tatooine? Now, we have to look at the context of the film, The Phantom Menace. That's really the only interactions we really see between Anakin and Watto, although we do see him come back in episode 2 to ask about his mother, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. But just want to start off by questioning, does Watto know what a Jedi is? Well, yes. As you can see in his interactions with Qui-Gon, he sees Qui-Gon attempting to use the Force to persuade Watto, and he calls Qui-Gon out on that, saying that doesn't work. Mind tricks do not work on Toydarians, so clearly Watto is aware of the Force and aware of what Jedi are, so we know that much. As far as him knowing about Anakin, I I really don't think so. I think there's a little bit of evidence that could point in that direction. And I think the biggest piece of that being that you can see that Watto is very clearly not really interested in surrendering Anakin up as a slave. He is much more willing to make a deal and negotiate for his mother, it seems like. But I really don't think that has anything to do with Anakin being in tune with the Force. I think it's just more of the fact that if you were a slave owner on Tatooine where you're doing this physical work, I think having someone that's young and has their whole life ahead of them to where they're just going to get, more, they're going to get stronger, they're going to get, more skilled at what you're asking them to do. I think Anakin just holds way much more value than his mother. His mother, she's in the middle part of her life. She probably can't physically do as much, especially as she ages and time goes on. So, makes a lot of sense that Watto wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, want to lose the younger, more healthy individual. But there could be more to it. Clearly Watto has an affinity for Anakin and feels like he is um, very good at what he does. He doesn't seem to be overly aggressive or mean spirited towards Anakin, but I don't, like I said, I don't think he knew Anakin was force sensitive. Hell, Anakin didn't really know he was force sensitive. He was just a kid. He was doing the best he could, living his best life. Until Qui Gon came, that was really the first instance of, I think, anybody recognizing that there was something truly special about him. Obviously, his mother did, but I don't think she knew that it was, a high midichlorian count to where he could be trained to be a Jedi. I don't think she had any idea about that either. And when Anakin returns to Watto in episode 2, I mean, Watto does seem genuinely surprised to see that Anakin has become a full fledged Jedi. You know, if he had made like an offhanded comment, like, "Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I saw that potential in you." Not that Watto would, based on his personality, but if he had said something like that, then that would have kind of clued it in that Watto knew, but he didn't. So I don't think he had any idea there. I think he was genuinely surprised to see Anakin accomplish that. I mean, I think he does have a little bit of proudness in him, just because Watto's not necessarily a bad-natured character. He's a businessman, he's out to make money. He's like any other scummy junk trader in the outer rim of the galaxy. So, but yeah, so overall, like I said, with the evidence we have, I don't think Watto knew that Anakin was force sensitive, but there is a chance. I'm not going to rule it out 100%, but I do think it's highly unlikely. And if for whatever reason he did know or he did strongly suspect that, he probably kept it hidden from everyone, including Anakin. So that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on this theory. And as always, may the Force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.